Hey everybody, it's Razor from the Horror Syndicate, obviously, and it's just a quick drop in. I know it's been a while since we've been live, or I've even been live. It's been well, no, we did something a few weeks ago, I guess, Jared, and we did THS Lives reunion show. Which couple things that I want to mention. We're gonna have. Well, I should display my name first. We're gonna have THS Lives come back twice a month with Mike Lombardo and Brian Enright, as far as I know. And then we're still doing the Discourse show every Tuesday, starting with An American Werewolf in London on the 12th. So anybody who is been watching the show, been a part of the show, whatever, come back. It's gonna be me, Nate, Seth, and Jared doing that show. Then THS Lives once every 2 weeks, and I'll do more of these live streams. I redid the horror room, so if you can tell, I'm in a different position. Usually my back's against that wall back there, but now I've moved over to the other side of the room, so I'm not so claustrophobic. So you can actually see all of my movies. So, well, for the most part, and my shoes on the floor with some Febreze. How about that? Only here you get to see it. So, anyway, we're back. I'm excited to go. I think everybody else is excited to go. So we're gonna do a practice show on this Thursday with Seth and Jared, and we're gonna talk about Demons from 1985. Let's see. Actually, I'll just take myself off. Yeah, we're talking about Demons, and I'm excited because I love Demons. It's a great freaking movie, and Seth got to see it for the first time ever recently. He's going to watch the second one too. What do you want to see? Oh, did I get anything? No. I don't get shit unless I buy it. Actually, no, I take that back. Hold on. This is the last thing I bought. I got Shivers on Blu-ray. It's the Vestron, so it's nice and glossy. And they apparently, I think they added the digital code, so I need to pop that sucker on my Vudu. That's the last thing I got, and I got it for $10 on Amazon. So Jared is yes, Jared will be on THS Lives, absolutely. Jared is my number 2 because I like I poop out of Jared every now and again. No, Jared's like a brother. He was the second person that joined the Horror Syndicate after I started. And this year, 2021, we celebrate our 5th anniversary. How about that? Help us get to 20,000 Facebook page likes, 1,000 subscribers for our 5th year in existence. I'm so excited. On April 8th, I believe, 2021, we'll hit the 5-year mark for the Horror Syndicate. We're 5-year-olds, so that means we still eat very sloppily. Ask Jared, he drops tuna melts. Yeah, I need to get the Demons. I think there's a steelbook coming out with more features, or it's out. I can't remember. I need to get that because my Synapse Blu-rays are bare bones, and I don't like that. Great popcorn movie. Hell yeah, Chris, you know it is. It's a great, Italian horror movie, and I love it. I need to watch Shivers. I have not watched it yet. It's still in the wrapping, unfortunately. The first THS Lives, Brian is getting the director of his movie Hideout, and maybe the effects guy. So that should be fun. I remember Jared talking about it right after, at work, right after he met you. Yeah. Man, the Horror Syndicate, 5 years now. I've known Jared for 6 years, I guess, but I need to. That's a good idea. So in April, get a horror cake. You know what's funny is my son's birthday is 5 days before that, so I'll get two cakes. The Horror Syndicate. I wonder if somebody could put the Horror Syndicate logo on a cake for me. Somebody local, of course, because that would be awesome. Cut the cake, cut the skull right in the mouth. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I'm excited. I just have anybody who doesn't follow me on my regular Facebook. I've decided that this year is going to be a make or break type of year for me when it comes to the stuff I'm doing. I write comics, Apogee, or I was with Apogee, Unparalleled, and I did Operation Eclipse, which is my property, and a few other things. And I've decided if I'm not where I want to be by the end of the year with comics, I'm gonna stop. I'll be 41, and if it's not working now, it's never gonna work. And then there's the Rage of Razor show that I'm doing, which is Star Wars, Batman, all the geekery stuff. Because I'm not just a horror guy. I love, like, I have to rename this room. You can see Sauron behind me, actually. And which way? Boba Fett. You can see Boba Fett busting out of the Sarlacc pit, and I've got Han Solo on my little desk here. So, there, go to Rage of Razor. Go to the YouTube.com/Around the Fur 33 and hit the subscribe button for me. I really appreciate it if you could do that. Alex followed me over here. I just finished with a Rage of Razor thing with talking about Batman. So hopefully you guys check that out. I need some support. I need to get to 100. Alex, it's always good to hear from you, man. I appreciate all the support. 5 years. I almost said 8 years. 5 years. I see we have 8 watchers right now. The Fortress of Fandom is a good name. I've also heard the Doom Room was a good one. There's been a few good ones. Somebody said the Movie Mausoleum. If that's what it was, still it's more than movies. But I really the Horror Syndicate likely isn't going anywhere. But Rage of Razor and comics thing, it's make or break time for that shit. I've been trying to write comics. I've been set back so much the past couple years. I mean, there was like 2 years where nothing happened, and like since I got started, since I released my first ever comic. That's okay, Alex. You can always go back and rewatch it if you want, and you can see I get frustrated with Nathan talking about Batman and the suit he's going to be wearing. Anyway, but yeah, if it doesn't happen, I'll just be a fan again. You know, nothing's wrong with being a fan, unless you're a Star Wars fan. Then there's a lot of problems. But we're excited. 5th year for the Horror Syndicate. I need to make some kind of 5-year logo or have somebody make one for me because I can't do shit. But yeah, this is the Horror Syndicate's 5th year, so we're celebrating. I'm so excited about that. You guys should be excited too. We'll do some more brackets at some point, but we got to think of something fresh to do instead of doing the same old shit. We did all the decades last year, and that was a lot of fun. We finished, let's see, I think the 2010s was Evil Dead from 2013. Trick or Treat was in the 2000s from 07, I believe. 1993, I think I'm going to redo the 90s, by the way, because it was kind of like Evil Dead fans piled on and Army of Darkness won. I don't appreciate that. I did 128 movies for the 80s and Evil Dead 2 won, and again, Evil Dead fans came out in droves. I don't mind them doing that, but it wasn't really fair. It was stacked against everyone else, where Army of Darkness was getting 500 votes and the other movie was getting like 12. It's bullshit. So the people who've been with us since the beginning or have followed us, you know, without coming from an Evil Dead group or a Bruce Campbell group or whatever it wasn't fair to them that their vote almost really didn't count. So I really like to do redo the 80s and the 90s. But the 70s was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I do believe. The 60s was a Night of Living Dead. See, these movies definitely deserve it. I'm not saying Evil Dead 2 doesn't deserve it, but Army of Darkness is not the best movie of the 1990s. And then the 50s, I think, was The Creature from the Black Lagoon, The Wolfman, and then Frankenstein was for the 1930s. And we didn't do the 20s because I think there were like 4 movies that came out in the 20s. Let's just say it's Nosferatu. So thank you, Alex. I'm very happy. I can't believe it's been 5 years. Nightfall Unlimited lasted 5 years. Never checked out these comics. There's lots of blood, nudity, and 80s metal. So not for my comics, but if you want that, go to Iban Press and check out they've got a zombie sequel comic from Lucio Fulci. They've got a City of the Living Dead adaptation that is way more graphic than the movie. I think they're on the 3rd or 4th issue of the Beyond. They did the Maniac movie from 1980. So check out Iban Press because they've got everything that your little gross heart desires. Seriously, I've got a bunch. Actually, hold on. I just grabbed a couple, but Gates of Hell, the Beyond. I don't have everything. I just grabbed a few, but you can see. First of all, they come in these great sleeves. Oh shit! Where the comic slides in there, and it's got art all the way up and down them. But great looking covers, great looking artwork. And who did the colors on this? because I know Chris. Yep, Chris Hall did the covers in this book, and you know Chris is a big follower. But there's great stuff in here, and actually, Father Thomas looks amazing in this book. If I can, I don't know if he's in this one or not. I mean, look at this page. Just some fucked up shit going on. So check out Iben Press. My books are superhero based right now and like Star Wars type. Chris, I appreciate that. Chris has been a great. Also, I gotta say these they put like trading cards in here. Like, check this out. I think that's a sticker. There's a trading card. There's a bookmark. I mean, they're packed full of stuff. What the fuck is this? Is this a gift card? Drop cards from Oh, you get the soundtrack for that. So a lot of cool stuff, and they're doing House by the Cemetery. They did the House by the Cemetery also. So I got a lot of catching up to do. Look at this. I do have a lot of catching up to do. There's this awesome poster, but it's up in my room, and it's of the zombie shark scene from Zombie, and it's a little R-rated. Just gonna say that. So check out Iben Press. Chris knows all about it because he works for them. Good, man. Good. Everybody needs to. Chris Hall is a gooder and an icon and a horror. Yeah, he is a very good colorist. I mean, Chris's style fits these books so well, in my opinion. So I'm very happy. I've been very happy with these. I just got to catch up. I mean, these are like $10 or $15 a pop. But like, I remember thinking $10 for a comic. First of all, I think it's a double-sized issue. Oh, there's Father Thomas right there. I think it's a double-sized issue. So it's like 60 pages or 40 pages, something like that. And you get all the goodies in the inside. Plus, you get the sleeve, which is amazing. So anybody who has not gotten on board, go over to Iben Press and order the shit out of some good comics. There's some good stuff. There's a lot of weird stuff too, like Laser Blast, I think, has a comic book. Maniac, which I'm not a fan of, but it's got a comic. Chris, yeah, just tell Sean to remember that whenever he wants to get a new comic that is kind of like a love letter to Lucio Fulci that he wants to release, because I've got something called Seven Gates that's right up his alley, but he probably won't do it. I'd like to have him on the show one of these days. I have no idea if that who did that poster. Is that the nudity one? If it is, then yes, it's a great poster because I love it. I just can't put it anywhere because I've got kids and it's got boobies on it. My kids, like, I have this the shirt for Burial Ground, and it shows the tit that gets bit in Burial Ground on the shirt, which I didn't notice when I bought it from. Who did I buy that one from? God, I can't remember. Paul Bearer Press. One of my favorite T-shirt vendors, Paul Bearer Press. Check them out. They got a lot of awesome shirts, a lot of cool long sleeve shirts, and not to mention Rotten Cotton, which is a same person that does Iben Press. So anyway, lots of stuff going on this year. I'm not sure if we're going to get a horror con or not, but that's okay because we'll be here. We'll be doing live feeds. I'll be doing live feeds like this because excuse me. I have the setup to do it now. Here's our Christmas logo. And you know, I can still do it for my phone because I'm going to want to get down and do stuff like showing off my collection. Like I've done that before on like a Friday night when I ain't got shit else to do. I'll get down there and show off everything I've got because I do have a lot of stuff. This year's goal for collecting for horror is going to be mostly trying to get Italian horror that I'm missing. Because I've gotten, like, if you get on Shudder, and I know I'm talking about Shudder yet again, but if you get on Shudder, they've got these giallos like the belly or the black belly of the tarantula, the Red Queen kills 7 times. What was the other one that I really liked? Something about Evelyn from the grave. Let's raise Evelyn from the other night. Evelyn came from the grave or something. What happened to Solange? There's a lot of giallos that I've gotten to see thanks to Shudder, and I want to own them. So it might be kind of an uphill battle because I know like the Red Queen and Evelyn came out of the grave. Those are older. They came out like 2 or 3 years ago because we covered it on the horrorsyndicate.com, which we have a website. If you didn't know, the horrorsyndicate.com. we're going to have a lot more content this year because last year was bullshit and none of us wanted to write. But Jared's got stuff coming back. Seth's got stuff coming back. I have my top 50 Italian horror movies list coming very soon. The list has got to be completed. Like, I'm having trouble with placing. So, actually, might be. Let me see if it's in this notebook. I've got so many notebooks. It's not in this. Oh, no, this notebook is chicken tenders basket, French fries. Chicken tenders basket, French fries. Combo 2, brisket and turkey. Oh, that's from Bandana's, our barbecue place. That's all that's in this notebook. Food, go figure. God, I love brisket. There's a place called Bandana's here. It's a smokehouse, and they got the best brisket I've ever had. They got like 6 different barbecue sauces. So fucking good. I don't know if I've seen that one. Let me look it up because let me see here. Paul Bearer Press. The thing is, like, Paul Bearer Press is I usually get their stuff at cons. I really prefer buying stuff at cons. I've only bought one. Well, no, it's not true. I bought a few shirts from them that was straight up from their online store, but usually I like seeing it first. And case in point, my goddamn Burial Ground shirt came from their online store, and I didn't see it. So here's their website. Let's see. Can you review? Oh my God, yes, I can. I can tell you the beginning. There's a lady in a asylum type of place, and she Emmanuel goes to investigate, and she like puts her hand on her vagina to get her to talk, like she's threatening her with sex. So let's look up that shirt. Ooh. So I guess I could just look up Demons Dead Alive. Ooh, they've got. I haven't been on here in a while. There's some cool stuff. All right, let's just let's do the old search. Is it Demons? Night of the Living Dead stuff? Oh, it's not Demon Wind, is it? That movie's awful. And of course, they do have stuff that's out of print. So I wonder if it's in the clearance area. Demonia? Is that the shirt you're talking about, or are you talking about a demon shirt? Because I don't see a Demone shirt. The Italian version. Fucking Demon Wind. That movie is so bad. Has anybody seen the Demon Wind? I want to know if anybody I know one person that likes it. He's a follower. His name's Brent. And I don't understand why he likes it. It's one of the worst 80s movies I saw in my year of 500, which was 2019. Enigma. There we go. That Maniac shirt is cool. This one. Evil Dead. That's pretty cool. Pieces. Hell yeah. Actually, I wonder if I can find that Burial Ground shirt. Gates of Hell. That's cool. Faces of Death. I gotta tell you, you want a good Italian horror shirt, you do go over to Rotten Cotton. There's a lot of good stuff over there. Let me try Burial Ground. Oh, was that or the Night of Terror? Yeah, here it is. This is the shirt I got. Check it out. The boob's right there. Right there. Him, you see? He's getting ready to bite it. He's getting ready to bite the boob. So, anyway. I love Paul Bearer Press. I'm a big fan. And they always recognize me when I come up, which is really, really, really good. See, Chris also says it's bad too. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate that. We miss you guys. We miss talking to you guys. So Thursday, we're going to talk about Demons and Demons 2, which means I get to watch Demons and Demons 2 this week. Probably tonight. I'm going to watch Demons for sure tonight. Fucking love that movie. But I like Demons 2 better. That's my personal opinion. I think Demons 2 is better. We'll put a post up tomorrow or later asking what people think of Demons. We did put a post up today on Demone asking what you would rank it. And I think is mostly I'm going to pull it up on my on here, and I'm loving this new system we got. First of all, I can share stuff like visual stuff with you without having to tell you, hey, go check it out or whatever, because I can just show you. Let's see here. I could probably watch video in video. All right, here it is. Let me pull it up on the share screen because the share screen is awesome. That's why I want to do things from here rather than do them on my phone, because my phone I can't see anything about that. So yeah, I asked De Monet. This is the culmination. I said is the culmination of great Italian horror movies of the 60s, 70s, and 80s. And what I mean by that, I'm thinking about guys like Mario Bava, Fulci, Argento, all the big ones, Joe D'Amato. It kind of is a culmination of all these type of movies coming together because, first of all, you've got Argento has a hand in it. Dardano Scicetti is writing it, and it's Mario Bava's son, Lamberto Bava, and then Claudio Simonetti's doing the soundtrack, and it's got a great rock soundtrack. Not to mention, Michele Soave is in the movie. So 21, reactions, great. 10, 100 out of 10. There we go. This person knows what we're talking about. Let's love that. And then Jack Martz, 10, 9.9999. Okay. And Steve Gomez, I've been friends with him since I was in the first horror group I was ever in. He's a friend on Facebook, and he loves, he's a big fan of horror. So thank you all again for the support. The Horror Syndicate celebrating its 5th year in 2021. I couldn't be happier. And it's funny, I didn't realize that until today, that it's the 5th anniversary. And I'm so glad that you guys are with us. Share the Facebook page. Help us get, you know what you can do? There's a button that says invite friends. Invite everybody to the Horror Syndicate. I want to hit 20,000. I don't know why we've been kind of floundering around 13, 14,000 for the last couple of years. It's not because I want numbers. It's because I want more people so we can spread our message. I mean, we talk about Italian horror, which doesn't get play on the big sites. We talk about indie horror, which, first of all, we're truthful about. It doesn't, I mean, we're not going to be bullshitting around saying, oh my God, this movie's the best movie ever, because there's a lot of independent horror movies that need the spotlight, like The Sleeper, The Barn, 1031 Part 2. There's a bunch of them. I'm Dreaming of White Doomsday, but there's also some that are just pieces of shit, and I'm honest about it. Like I got to be honest. As much as I like Troy Escamilla, his first movie isn't great. So, and if he wants to unfriend me, so be it. I'll be real about it. His second movie, Mrs. Claus, or the better title, Stirring, is better. But we're real about that shit. We have independent people come on the show. We had Lisa Wilcox on the show last year from A Nightmare on Elm Street 4 and 5. We had Ken Sagos on the show, Kincaid from 3 and 4. We had Sasha Jensen from Halloween 4. We're trying to do all kinds of things on this show. We do commentaries, all kinds of stuff to have fun. We want more people to watch and hang out with us. That's the whole point when we do these shows. You're hanging out with us, talking movies with us, talking about the horror stuff that we love. And then I do these, and I love talking to you guys. I have not seen the new Castle Freak yet. I have not watched a horror movie since December 14th, and the last one I watched was barely a horror movie. It was on Shudder. It was The Corruption of Chris Miller. I liked it though. It was good. It just was barely a horror movie. I think it's a Spanish movie, and it was in the Giallo section. That's why I watched it. But I've got this to watch. My brother-in-law, we got a place called Vintage Stock. Castle Freak, you want to see, Chris, or do you want to see The Corruption of Chris Miller? We got a Vintage Stock. He came across that Emmanuel and the Last Cannibals on Blu-ray and got it for like $3 on Blu-ray. It's like, fuck, man, I wish I would have saw that. I would buy that shit right up because it's stupid. Well, okay, will I love Shivers or will I love Castle Freak? Because I've heard bad things about Castle Freak. Lombardo said it wasn't very good. How do I have 4 updates on Facebook? It's probably all like somebody liking one post. Luke Hardman shared my video. Which video? Oh, my Batman bullshit video. David Gill commented on something. Perfect two. David Gill, we're doing a live stream right now, my friend. Where are you? Shivers is fun. Well, I like Cronenberg's work, and my personal favorite is Rabid, and this is before Rabid. So, I love Cat. Or you want to see Castle Freak? I do want to see it too, but I like Rabid, The Fly. Scan. I think Cronenberg. Videodrome. I mean, I love his work. Oh my God, The Brood. I love his work, so I'm sure I'll like this. And the thing about Rabid is, on Tons of Nudity, I'm totally in. I'm in. That's what I'm gonna watch this tonight. Now, the thing I like about Rabid though is it's kind of a beautiful movie. If you think about it, watch it. Her journey. I can't think of her name offhand. Her journey through the entire film is so beautiful, and then the ending is tough because he's on the phone listening to her essentially die. I need to watch Rabid. So this is going to be the makeup year, 2021. I was after 2019 and watching 522, I think, or 532 different horror movies. I got burnt out big time, and I was burnt out most of last year. So I missed things that I should have seen. I didn't watch the Tales from the Creep Show on Shudder. I didn't watch that. There's a lot of stuff I didn't watch because I was just so burnt out. So this year, I'm hoping to get back into collecting horror movies and start watching more. I'm going to keep track as I normally do. Last year, I only watched 178 different horror movies because I kept going back to the well, And what I mean by that is watching things like Friday the 13th and The Nightmare on Elm Street, the things that make me feel good. Last year was a shitty year. This year's going to be shitty for a while, too. And so I wanted those comfort level movies, and that's what I watched mostly. And plus, we had homework because we were covering movies by almost every other day, different movies with the Horror Syndicate. Sometimes it was 2 or 3 movies at a time with the Discourse crew. The Rabid remake was fun. Laura Vandervoort usually isn't difficult to watch. No, she is not. 2020 has so many titles. I thought I saw, I saw a list, pophorror.com. It's a complete garbage list of the top 5 horror movies of 2020. Check it out. But I saw a couple things other than that the Soska sisters made the newest Rabid. Anyway, I saw their list, and I saw a couple other lists. I didn't realize how many horror movies came out last year. And I know there's a lot of stuff coming out this year. Like Brian's movie, The Hideout, will be out at some point this year. The trailer is below me somewhere on this Horror Syndicate page. Check it out. Support Brian. He started with the Horror Syndicate. He was like the 5th or 6th person that I brought on the team. Oh, they're in it? Well, yeah, they always make a cameo in their movies, don't they? The Soskas. Soska. I wonder if they'd marry me. Both of them, not just one of them. I couldn't choose. Anyway, so there's a lot of stuff I want to catch up on this year, and I know Shudder's got a lot of good exclusive movies and other things that I have not watched. So this year is going to be a year of making up, like maybe picking up where I left off in 2019, because 2020 was just. I just was losing it for the horror, and I need something to kickstart my love for the genre back up, and I think Demone will do it. I love demons. I'm probably going to watch it with Joe Bob again because we're going to be talking about it, and I want to have good insight on the movie, because I don't think my Blu-ray even has a fucking commentary. It's just bare bones Synapse Blu-ray. It's bullshit. I like Synapse for the most part, but fuck, man, just what? Let Severin make and release all the goddamn Italian horror movies, or Arrow. Stop with the bullshit. I like a Synapse, but you're basic. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Kids were supposed to be in bed 20 minutes ago, but you know me, I can talk. We will see you on Thursday. You're gonna see more of me doing streams here because I'm gonna do a stream every day at the Rage of Razor. So please subscribe to Rage of Razor on YouTube. Find it on Facebook, Rage of Razor. It's I'll show you it'll pop up in the corner here. Or no, shit, no, it won't. Well, look for this. Where is it? This little guy right here on Facebook, and that's me. That's like that page, and then go subscribe to the YouTube channel, please. I'd greatly appreciate it. I would like to get to 100 by the end of the month. I'm at 57. If you like horror comedy, watch Please Don't You Just Die. I'll check it out. Is it streaming somewhere? Because I can't just go out and buy movies anymore. Got kids to feed, unfortunately. I'm joking. I love my kids. Anyway, thanks everybody for watching. I'll come back on by myself again very soon. We may do random shows here and there where it's just me and Jared or me and Seth or maybe even Milliner. I don't know. It depends on his schedule. But watch Demons and Demons 2 before the show on Thursday. Then come hang out with us and talk about Demons and Demons 2 because it's going to be a lot of fun. And I'll be honest, the reason why we're doing this is because Nathan doesn't like Italian horror movies, except for Suspiria. So he needs to watch Deep Red because Deep Red is Argento's number one. Although my favorite is Inferno. And that's where I'm going to leave you tonight. Go watch Demons and help us celebrate 5 years by not sharing. Invite your friends to like the Horror Syndicate on Facebook. I want to get to 15,000 within the next month. I'd like to get to 20,000 by the end of the year. I think we can do it. It's only 5,000 plus away. Come on, guys. Come on. The more people in, the more horror fans we touch. And remember, we're trying to help people find good horror to watch so they get away from watching the same shit over and over, like A Nightmare on Elm Street and all that stuff. Not as shit, I love it, but you guys have a good night. We'll see you on a Thursday with the kind of the zero issue, the zero episode for THS Discourse 2020, season 2, I guess.